What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy, Gold Black to Africa. So, I want to do this video because I want to educate, bring awareness, so that many people can get an understanding on some things that transpires when you leave out of America, going to different countries, and how you may have to deal with some of the things that are done differently than what you're accustomed to. How are the people in Rwanda dealing with the lockdown? Now, there are several YouTubers out there that you need to go check out, that they share their hearts, how they feel being locked down. Now, I'm going to say that you need to be aware of when you are in lockdowns in countries, you may not have the liberties of which you may be accustomed to. Now, in the link, I will be putting some of those YouTubers' names in there for you to go check out their YouTubes who have been talking about being in a lockdown. But let me just share with you and educate you that, every country is different in its own way in how they handle lockdowns. Now, in Rwanda, I've shared, because I've been to Rwanda twice, and I've shared with how Rwanda, they do things a little different than what most countries would do. Okay, because Rwanda now, beautiful country. I respect Paul Kagame, the president, and I also have enjoyed myself there. But I tell you this right here, Rwanda security and their approach to the COVID is very strict. And you need to understand that when it comes to lockdowns, they have a strict compliancy in where they want to ensure that those people who are there, that they could try to lower the numbers at all costs possible. Now, when I say strict, what do I mean? I mean that, they have had the people locked down. You can't leave your houses or your compound that you're on. And only if it's an essential workers or it's for an essential emergency need. And what I mean by that, they are going to make sure that there is a strict compliance to that. Look, you don't play around with the laws that are put in place, especially when you talk about Rwanda. Why? Well, number one, Rwanda has a high sense of security. Oh, you see the police officers walking about with their AK-47s, and you also see them on every street light corner, what have you. And I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say every, I'm gonna say probably a high percentage, their presence is known and around. You will be questioned, you will be pulled over, you will definitely be asked why you are out and about. They have things in place where you have to have forms to be able to move about, that they're gonna request for you to look at. They have time schedules where you can't be out or you have to be in. They have been going through some very stringent lockdowns, and some of the African Americans in Rwanda have been sharing how they feel, what's their thoughts, how they're getting past it, what are they doing? Because I think it's a great tool to use, that when you are there in your countries, Europe, Canada, Americas, that you can learn from our brothers and sisters who are sharing with you what they have been doing, how they're relaxing their spirits, or they have doing projects. Because to be locked down is not a good place. We know we had to go through that there in damn Erica. Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. So we know that if it gets to this place, a lot of people needs their psyche intact. A lot of people can't deal with just being closed in, not able to roam about freely. Me right here, I would have to be out. I have to be outside. I'm an outside type of person. And so my thing is that I want to educate and bring awareness to you all, and for us to learn from our brothers and sisters in Rwanda. How are they dealing with it? Going through a lockdown, a very stringent lockdown, that you have to stay to your houses. You can't go to restaurants, Restaurants are closed. Bars are closed. You know, you can't go out unless you're going to go buy food at a grocery store. And they're going to ask those questions. Where are you going? Why are you here? You can't congregate with other people. You have to stay to your own. Family members can't come by and just visit. You can't be having barbecues and cookouts and all that right there. That's a no-no, even if it's on your own property. We need to understand that we are in other countries where we sometimes don't adhere to different laws and practices, especially in America. In some of these other countries, they're strict and they don't play. And this is something that we need to be aware of, that you don't play with some certain governments. Now, I know my brothers and sisters there in Rwanda that I even know, because I've been there twice, that they may be a little apprehensive in sharing freely about how they feel about the lockdown. Because being in certain countries like Rwanda, they have the eyes and ears. And you just don't know if you might get a knock at the door. Now, this is not by what I think. This is what I have been told by locals. So I'm speaking off of experience. And even when I was there, you got to be careful in what you say. And so then that even they may not have the liberties to share their true feelings. One, because they may have the respect, but two, because of the consequences that they might had to face if really sharing their true feelings on how this lockdown may have effects, or their disagreement in how stringent or how serious lockdowns are being dealt with. So I will speak on behalf of some. I can't speak on everyone, but I will speak for myself and those who have shared how they feel. I would be open more, because in my videos that I've done in Rwanda, check out my records, check out my videos when I was in Rwanda, I have shared about how and what I was told by locals things were in Rwanda. Beautiful country, beautiful people. But check my videos out why I said I believe Rwanda should be for the Rwandans. I could not live in Rwanda. I could not do business or buy land in Rwanda. Check my video out of why I said that. And this is one of the reasons why, is that I could not be under strict control of their governments, who will ensure that the people comply to what the law and policies are. Now, that's not hitting against the government, because you have a total different mindset in a people that I believe the President Paul Kagame has to deal with. And sometimes you have to have that strong firm rod to deal with people when you got to deal with these situations that you believe are to try to drop numbers in COVID, or try to guide people along that maybe there might be issues that be rising up, like they had to deal with in the past. But all I'm saying is this right here, family. I myself am trying to find where I can be more relaxed and be in places that are not as much as serious on the security side and as much stringent when it comes to lockdowns. That is just me. But you got to do your homework. So shout out to my brothers and sisters in Rwanda. Y'all stay strong there, and I think they just lifted and opened up the lockdown to a certain degree. They can roam now and go outside their compounds. They can get out, and they got a curfew. I think it's 6 p.m. currently now today, which is the 30th of July, 31st of July, I think it is. And so shout out to you all. I'm happy for you all. The lockdown is over with. It's good to see that y'all can roam freely, But hey, it is what it is. It goes along with the territory. No matter what country you are in, you have to comply. With that, family, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.